Hello, my name is Sophie. I've been thinking about a thing I wanted to make that was like a little program. Um, so I was thinking of, oops, I need to make here, this can be on top. A little thing where I wanted to show off how not time, I wanted to show off how timing works for cycle counts. So I wanted to have some kind of program that would do something like this. Uh, Oh, needs to be this. So let's say I have a program that's like this. X equals I plus 5, and then print X. So I wanted to make a little program that would highlight each of these sections. Let's say this is 50% opacity. So it would highlight each of these lines, and then each of these lines would be associated with like a different cycle count. And then there might be branches which go to different program counters, or it could just go to the next line once that cycle count is done. And it would be like a little animation, basically. So each line of text has associated with it like a cycle count and then the next line to run. So I could put that into a file, and it would animate this thing and produce a little GIF or something. Or just a set of PNGs, really. I guess I could put a little thing right here that says, like, the actual cycle count. So I'll just say cycle 5. So that would be cool. So I've been thinking about making this program for a while. So I looked online. Let me make a private window really quick. I'll do this right here. So I see that Python pillow draw text. This has a way of drawing like text to the screen. Yeah, so then I can highlight, I guess. I wonder if I could highlight in this multi-line text fill as a fill or outline color. I'm sure if there's no way to do that, I actually just thought this right now, like maybe the text has a method of highlighting the background of it, but if not, I can just draw like a box behind it. Anyways, yeah, I think that seems pretty straightforward. So I want to do that in Python. So I'll call this program, what do I call this? I guess I can call, I don't want it to be huge. Cycle draw. I need to do, I'll make a virtual environment, and then I'll do pip install pillow. Yep, okay. So given a input file, so the input file needs to contain each line of code, and then the cycle count, so how long it takes to run that single line of code, and then the next line of code to run in a, let's say, CSV format with the columns cycle count, next line, okay, so now that I'm thinking about it, it's not always going to be the same. Would it be easier to make this like an actual IDE programming thing? Okay, let me actually make this file first. So I'll just say forloop.csv. So we'll say, assuming my little format looks good, so cycle count, next PC, next line. Cycle count, next line. This might have to be something different than a PC, because I'm thinking I can attach like actual programming with this little program and I can make it agnostic to, I don't have to actually make an interpreter for this language or anything. But the cycle count next line in code, at least what I was thinking of was that if we make our program like for I in range 10, x equals I plus 1, and then print x. So this is our program. The for loop would have a cycle count of like, each iteration of the for loop, let's just say, is 5 cycles. The next line is line 2. Here, see, is this a nice format for me to do a lot of programs in? This cycle count should be 1, the next line should be 3, this cycle count should be, I don't know, 10, and the next line should be 1. But the problem is that this should not go, this should go to this line only 10 times. So we can make like a break condition. But we have to do conditionals as well. Okay, so we can have each line be associated with actual Python code. Okay. If we do something like this where we quote it, no, but commas are fine. Oh wait, but commas are not fine. Commas are used a lot in a lot of programming languages. Okay, next line could be actual code that's run. So we can say something like 2 if x equals 0, else 4. Cycle count of 0, next line is let's say some special signifier, or -1. The code is end or pass. The problem is that this sucks to look at. It makes more sense for the code to be the first line. So for I in range 10, so we can do something like this, and then we can strip the end of the line. Okay, so the cycle count, that's the code. The cycle count for this one is, let's say, 5, 1, 10. Then the next line would be, here the next line is, now we're gonna need like meta specifiers. Okay, we can do something like, if a line has a question mark in it, then it's a meta specifier. Or, yeah, so we can do question marks are like, yeah, meta specifiers. Okay, so here, the cycle count is 0. Or actually, yeah, any line with 0, the cycle count is just, no, but then we can have comments. So yeah, so question marks are nothing. So next line, meta. Okay, so meta is like there's no there's like code that runs. Okay, so the next line that runs afterwards, here the next line is always line 1. Next line is 2 if some condition. The meta code that runs here associated with this line is counter equals 0. If counter 2, if counter equals 10, else counter plus equals 1. Oh, we can do another meta line after this. 2 if counter is less than 10, else 3. Okay. And there's no meta line there. There's no meta code there. The next one here, we have this. We have meta code. This will always go to line 4. The next line is 2. So this is line 1, 2, 3, 4. That'd be just PC. Now we can make this a PC. I just like PCs more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This goes to line 2. This goes to PC 3 if counter is less than 10. Else we go to 6, which we can just say is N. This is line 0 cycle count. Next PC is, let's say, -1 represents nothing. So we're done. Meta is nothing. We can do pass. So for this line, we're going to make counter plus equals 1. This should always go to line 5 next. This should always go to line 2 next. And this one has nothing associated with it. Alright, this sounds good. So we can have an end, make an end or exit. Sounds fancy. If we try to eval exit, what happens? Okay, so eval does that. Now what if we were to pass in exit? Okay, so it actually does evaluate it. So what if we eval return? No. Okay. We can rethink this in a second, but yeah, so 3, we go to PC 3 if counter is less than 10, if it's greater than then we'll go to line 6. Okay, so this looks like a good format for a program. So PC code cycle count next PC meta. Given an input file in CSV format representing a program to run, do that. Run the program. What's the screen size like on this? Okay, it just ends right there. Okay. So run the program and highlight the lines of code, generating a list of a list of images. Because we can turn that into a GIF or something. So we can assert sys argv1 read we can just say the lines is equal to sys, or we can read the first line. I think we can use an iterator for this. So first line equals next f. So we can assert that first line dot split so we are going through each of the things in the first line, and we can assert that this is expected. Because if I ever change this format, I don't want to have it be unexpected. Yeah, that seems good. Okay. So we're asserting that it's correct, and now we can say for data is equal to we'll just make a tuple out of it. For line in first in f. If line dot strip we can't really do this. We have to do a regular list like this. So line equals line dot strip. Oh no, we'll need to split. So we'll split it on comma. It doesn't really make sense to make this a CSV. We can have a different specifier. Because at least with the CSV, we have so many commas in our code. Let's just keep it as CSV for now, just because it makes the most sense. But we can change that later. Data is for each of the lines, assuming that there's no other commas in this besides that. PC is an int, code is some kind of string, cycle count is an int, next PC is code to run that we can actually evaluate, and then meta is actual code to run. Okay. So we can say code Yep, so we can make this enumerate Can we continue? I guess we can do some kind of thing where, like, if anything fails. There we go. Okay, so we have an int of the first thing. Code should be a string. That's already a string, but just to make it clear, I guess. Next PC. No, that should be a string as well. No, wait, no, next PC is an int. The next line is Python code. And the last one is Python code. Cycle count is a yeah, this is Python code. Next PC, no wait, no, this one isn't. Next PC is Python code, and the meta is another Python code. Okay, if we read the file, we have the code. I can say data.append code. Nice, we have all the data line. Cool, okay, so this we can make into a function, like we can return, or yeah, so we assert it, and we can say data is equal to read code file. This should be sys.argv1. Cool. And we'll put a little notice here in this program that says returns the list of code objects from the code statements from the file. If there are any errors, print to the output each error in parsing and exit the program. Cool. How does this work if we were to actually run this? Looks like it did it. Okay, so after this, we want to render this. We want to actually render. Yeah, so let's try and do that. So let's say render. So this one is going to import from PIL import image. Okay, so this renders a single line from the program. No, renders the entire program. PC should be the line of code to highlight. This one should always be incrementing. Like, maybe I should just make that more clear by requiring it, but I only included it in the CSV file just because it makes sense to me. Because I wanted to see those lines. Yeah. Should I require that? See, maybe I should. Confirm the data file is incrementing. Yeah, okay. So assert that index is at position 0. This is data. Or, yes, is equivalent to index -1, 0, -1, or +1. So each one is incrementing. That looks good. Okay, so if we were to make this like 4, 5, 6, 7. What's with that? What's with that weird space? Oh, I guess it's just in that line there's a lot of spaces. Hold on, did I do that wrong? I'm assuming that's right. 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. Returns a new PIL image representing the rendered frame. Okay, so in the bottom right corner, now let's do top left, just because I know I can first render it easily. Corner, right, the cycle count. Okay, so now how do I do this? So we render the program. We're going to need like image dimensions. It should be white. Do I have any fonts in my computer? I'm gonna do like a find star.ttf on my computer. I see a lot of stuff in ooh, I see a lot of stuff. Okay. Does LibreOffice have anything? You can't see this part because I don't want you to see my files. Okay, so I see Steam. Steam has a lot of stuff. Matplotlib. Let's see, AxleSim has stuff. Okay, I'm just gonna find a TDF file. TDF file to free mono. There, I found one. I'm gonna download it. Move downloads free mono. It's gonna go into whatever this project is called. What did I call this project? I called it Cycle Draw. Okay. So font is equal to image font, which I will need to import. True type free mono.ttf. I don't like how I'm mixing up double quotes and single quotes. I should just pick one and stick with it. What's a good acronym for like context? CNT? CTX. That's it. So we can do ctx dot text at position, that's fine. Cycles, and we'll just put in cycle count. Out equals image.l. I don't know what that is. Okay, just return. And I'll say render. Make this program. im.save. I'm pretty sure im.save is a way to do it. So we're going to render. The image dimensions are going to be, let's say, 800 by 800. The program will be this. The PC would be 1. The cycle count would be 1. Let's say 13. I want to make it a more interesting number. Now let's make 6, 7. And now we do it. Save. Python, pillow. PNG. Did it actually work? Simple X image viewer result.png. Hey, look at that. Nice. That's so far out though. What's with the big space? Maybe just because there's the images. We can fill the image with, I'm assuming this is the fill. So, red. Oh, I could have just confirmed it actually. Yep, that's good. Great. Okay. Okay, so let's see what else this text has. Like, can I draw it in the bottom right? Anchor. This is what I want. No, this is not what I want. Is this what I want? I want this to be, oh, a line. Left, center, right. Oh, I'm just gonna look it up. Oh, interesting. Oh, cool. ctx dot text size of the size of the text. We can draw it on the bottom right of the image, which will be text position is equal to image dimension 0, so the width is 800 minus text size minus 10. Image dimensions 1 minus text size 1 minus 10. Okay, that looks good. So here we can just set the text pause as that. Draw is the context. No, it's not. Python pillow text size? Is this not? Oh, it's deprecated. Font dot get length. $68. $288. Does that makes sense? That'd be pixels. But what about the height? Pillow font text box. I guess not. Okay, let's see. I just want to draw something in the bottom. Draw in bottom right. Is this actually the anchor? mean, this looks like it. Middle, let's say ascender, middle, SR, like SR. Bad anchor specified? S R? Baseline R? If we said MS, that apparently works. To the right. If we said RS, perhaps. Oh, that works. See, I don't like how I should do some kind of like border or something. It's fine. It's good. Okay. So if we make this instead of like we can just say text position equals image dimension 0 minus 20, yeah, just 20. That was good. It was fine. Okay. So we have the in the bottom right corner. Draw the code from the top left downwards. Oh, see, it would still be good to have the height of code. No, it doesn't. We don't need it. 30, 40, 50 pixels. 4 line in program. The position is always going to be at x equals 20, and the y is index times code padding plus 20. tgx.text, the text position, the cycle text, which is going to be line 1. Font, anchor, whatever, fill is cool. Yep. We should only do it line number if line 1 dot strip does not equal that. If it does equal it, then we can just continue. These are meta lines which shouldn't be displayed. Okay, excellent. Now let's try to highlight the line. I'm sure that's actually in here. Shoot, we do have to do this. So I'm assuming I have to, or actually I can maybe think of opacity. No, I want the highlight to be before the text because I don't want the actual. I don't want to worry about opacity. I just want to draw the box before, but that requires I know where the line is displayed, which means I have to like draw this part. I know an easy way I can do it where I just redraw the line on top, which can make the code a little bit nicer. Yeah, let's just do it that way. If so we can just say if line 0 equals PC, then target IDX is equal to index, target pause is equal to pause, else we can actually draw it. This one should be easy. ctx.rectangle from 20 2 points to define the bounding box. Yeah. The top left will be 20 pause. This isn't gonna look good, but it's okay. That's the top left. The bottom right is gonna be 20 plus 1 plus code padding. Fill is equal to yellow, which is red and green, I think. Red, green, blue. Image dimensions program PC cycle count. Image dimensions program PC. Oh. I think Sybil X image viewer does update actually. Desktop programs. Oops, don't mistype anything. What's it called? Cycle draw. Draw the highlight in the last line. Oh wait, so it didn't do that, but it still needs to do ctx.text pause. program target IDX1. It did do it. Okay. That's what I meant to do. Okay, it's still not highlighting. Oh wait, I do see yellow actually, it's just super small. Oh, the X needs to be a lot further. Yay! Okay, we're good. Okay, so we can now do, instead of the top here, the target pos 0, target pos 1 minus like 5. That was good. See, I don't want so much padding on the next one. Plus code padding minus 10. Minus 5. Those can all be constants. Okay, so yeah, so now that we have this, we can make some kind of GIF out of it. So I forget how to do GIFs, I just did it the other day. Let me just look it up. Python pillow render GIF. Let's do this, because I'm anticipating if we draw some kind of invisible like meta line, then it's gonna break. So let's say if target IDX, this should be after. If target IDX does not equal -1, oh, it's so good. Okay, so for I in range len program, we'll just render each of the lines. duration equals 1, just like 1 second, no, 1,000. Loop equals 0. And SimpleX Image Viewer is not going to work on GIFs, which is weird. Maybe MPV will. Can I repeat? Man MPV? L is, oh wait, I have to do it while it's open. Cool. It works. Okay, almost done. Well, not almost done. I don't know how much time this is going to take, but it might take a while longer. So I'm thinking with here, we have to add some kind of interpreter. Eval. We want to create like a local Python state. Eval into like a local Python state? Like if we can make it be global, as long as we have this be like underscores or something. The PC, the program, the current PC. The next PC also updates global program state. I don't like when people say this. You should not be using eval to start with. Like, yes, it's unsafe. I know this. It is technically unsafe. But also, I want to use it. The fact that it only executes expressions and assignments are statements. Oh, shoot. Is that true? Okay. I know how to fix this. We make this a hyperparameter. Assign counter is a property, and that's going to be assigned to 0. Assign counter is going to be counter plus 1. Now this part is a property. Is an expression, I mean. And now here, this is also an expression. Okay, that looks good. Does not update the global program. Well, no, it needs to. No, it shouldn't. It can't. Return the next PC. Okay, so we have the current PC. We want to run that line of code and see if it does anything. The current instructions allowed for the meta field will be pass. Evaluates the expression and adds it to state. Assign name equals expression, or we can just say exit. Yep, so for now, let's just do this. The current instructions allowed for the meta field will be that. Oops, this needs to be the current the next PC field, this could be closed. The next PC field is an expression that can be evaluated The next PC field is an expression that can be evaluated. Okay. So for the current PC, get the code corresponding to the current PC. We'll need to store the previous PC too. I just checked my phone as if this isn't a recording for a video that people would probably watch. I don't know if, yeah, okay. So let me just do this really quick. Get the code corresponding to the current PC. The current PC, yeah, we just find it. Next, oh, this has a fancy thing I can do. Default, that's the thing I was wondering about. So we could do something like this. Instruction or code equals next default equals none. If code is none, assert program is invalid. PC does not exist. Okay. So next, the iterator is going to be program for I in for line in program if line 0 equals PC. Yeah. This will give us the first thing. This is an iterator, so we evaluated once just to find the thing that is next. And if it's none, then we do that. Cool. So this is the code. We have the thing to display. We have the condition to evaluate. So we can say if code 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. So if the meta field equals pass, do nothing. That starts with assign. So if it's an assignment, then we can say we split on a space. We don't need the first part anymore. So 1 dot split on the equals sign. Name equals parts 0, value equals parts 1. And we can say the state name equals eval value. Yeah, so it needs to be expression. We can't evaluate it because counter is not in the global namespace. So can we add Python add dictionary to as variables? Add dictionary as local variables. Two bars. Is this just the same thing? Yes, it is. Convert dictionary to local variables. Yep. So the state name is the evaluation of the expression. But we first have to add each of those things to the namespace. For key value in state.items, vars key equals the value. Execute the meta field. That makes more sense to me. And we're allowed to evaluate this because that is actually in the local state now. So that's going to evaluate it. So that should be like counter +1. That goes into the state. This should be pass. Evaluate the expression. Evaluate the program state, execute the meta field, and there is one that said elif meta equals exit. So we don't need parentheses there, just exit. If it equals exit, do nothing for now to do. And we can say else but I like assertions. Cool. This needs to be stripped. I just realized line 4 is the last line. This one needs to be stripped. Oh, we don't need this anymore. Okay, so now we can execute the next PC field to get the next PC. That should be good. Eval 2, eval 3. So we'll say the state of the program is just dictionary for now. Images is this. We're going to run the program. Or let's just do this for now. For okay. Starting PC is 1. While PC does not equal to -1, Right, because this one does do that. Okay, so while the PC is not -1, we will, what is this? Interpret? Interpret program PC state. Interpret program PC state. So we're going to say print PC state oh, 113, really? Next takes no keyword arguments. I'm pretty sure it does. Oh, it doesn't. That's just what it's just gonna be none. Counter is not defined. Are you sure? Line, oh wait. Counter is 0. Line 144. Underscore counter is not defined, but I'm pretty sure it was. On line 120, I'm pretty sure print adding to local namespace. Underscore counter is equal to 0. Does eval not use the local namespace? Python eval use local namespace. Is this if len state is greater than 0, print counter. Is that not vars? Locals? Python vars? Python local variables dictionary? Shoot, I hope it's just locals. Assign variable to just local. Counter should be this. This should be right. Oh, it should be correct. Okay, I see program. PC, state, PC is 2, state is this, code is that. Did it not actually add to it? I mean, I could just re-implement everything. It's just eval is so convenient. Okay. Like if I just did this, if I did something like this, x equals 5, x is 5, and y is 7, and x plus y. Cannot use assignment expressions with expression. Okay. So regardless of this, even if this is 0, shoot. So even if it is, I want to assign that variable. Okay. So if this is non-zero, because that's going to be a truth value, so that's 1 and 1. So what if I said like true or that? Okay. So even if this is 0, no wait, oh shoot, it has to be. Because it needs to be assigned. Okay, I think I see it now. So for each assignment, shoot, this is such a weird way of doing it. For each assignment, now we can actually store expressions inside of there though. We can do construct this weird thing, and now we don't have to worry about the local namespace at all. We can convert the local namespace into just this weird string. So we have parentheses around the name, assign that into the variable, or true, and we and each of those up. And the last thing we just append the and expression onto the very end. But then what about if statements? No, we'll have to do parentheses around the entire thing. Is this really a good way of doing it? I don't know. We can just try it out. Okay, so no evaluations except for the very end. Evaluate the expression and assign the variable. Okay, so we can make a new eval. We're going to evaluate an expression with respect to the local state. So for value in state items, we are going to need to get the assignment is equal to key value. Yep, that sounds good. So we're going to need to do statement and the final one is going to need to be statement plus equals and expr. But what if it's 0? Yeah, so what if x and y? Okay, so it still works out. The state name is equal to the evaluation local eval of the expression with respect to the state. And here we can't do this, so the next PC field is that, so we'll do a local eval of it. The field is the expression to evaluate, and the state is given. Ooh. Okay, yeah, only if the state is... If len state is greater than 0, $129? What's the statement? Key and value, you should be things to evaluate. Counter plus 1. Where did I put an extra thing? Expression is counter plus 1. What are you talking about? Oh, that's probably a mistake. Yep. That makes sense. This should be underscore. Whoa! Did I do it? I did it! I did it! Okay. It's really cool. I'm kind of surprised that worked. Okay. For each one of these, we'll need to do the, we need to make a map of like, program lines. Or trace, let's make it a trace. Trace is this. Trace.append. This is per cycle trace. The per cycle trace PC all the way down. So initially it's just 1. images is that. And no, it makes more sense to construct this afterwards. For PC in for trace in per cycle trace. Render image dimensions program PC cycle count. Image dimensions program PC cycle count. This can be TQDM. Okay, so for this, yeah, this looks perfect. We do not need to. We can step up the cycle. Yeah, so there's only two things left to do. The first thing is that we skip any lines that have question marks, so we just don't add them to the trace. And the next thing is that the PC, we need to have some kind of command to see that how many. Oh, right, this makes sense. Okay, never mind. I know how to do this. We have the PC, TQDM, from TQDM import TQDM. Oh, Python pip install TQDM. Where's my progress bar? Oh, it did it instantly, that's why. This part is not hard. It's saving the image, which apparently is difficult. Okay, so if the PC is in the set of like meta lines, and meta lines are lines which have no code. Meta lines is a set of PC for PC in program code. Yeah, this should be code. If code 01 if PC not in that 172. Oh. Is that just it? Did I just do it? Nice. Okay, last thing. We need to speed it up. So let's say just 200 milliseconds. Or we can make this, yeah, frame rate. Cycle time equals 200. So milliseconds per cycle. We don't need a comment. Okay, so how does that look? Cool. Next thing is that we need to actually add in cycle counts. So that tells us the next line of code, but it doesn't tell us how many times, how long we're on the current line of code. So we can make that empty. So this tells us the next line of code. How many lines were we on the current line of code? PC. There is like an append each in Python. Python extend. Yeah. Cycle count 0, 1, 2. We can just do the same thing here. This will always be valid. And if not, then there'll be an obvious exception there, so I don't need to make it none or anything. Code is that. What? Or line in program if line 0 equals PC. If PC not in meta lines and PC doesn't equal to -1. Python hello save progress bar. No, I don't know. There we are. This is perfect. When does it end? There it is. Okay, cool. I think that's it. So that's the program. Wow, I actually finished. I was not expecting it to finish that time. But the result is a pretty nice little structure. So let's make a more not interesting because I don't want to make any more of this. I want to be done. Uh, my objective was this was to use it for other stuff too. So let's. I don't know. Is that it actually? Like, let's do like for arithmetic. So this should have for I in range 3. X is I plus 1. Let's just do it this way. For I in range 3, A is equal to I plus 1. B is equal to A times 2 times 5. C equals A times 2. So this should be faster. D is equal to A divided by 3.14. Print D. Okay, so this should be like... This is an increment. Oh, we can make this in a different language. For int I equals 0, I is less than... We can do it this way. Int I equals 0. While I is less than 10 or less than 5. This is cool. Iteration D is let's do like what's that? Is that OCaml syntax or not OCaml? That's like the theory one. But OCaml is theory. What there's some language which does this, like Pascal maybe or something. Yeah, I'm sure some people would appreciate that. Okay, so iteration that is equal to that. Oh wait, I needed to replace commas. Okay. Then we do this looks good to me. Oh, we need to do like I plus plus. Okay, so this should be good. Okay, so yeah, so we can do PC code cycle count next PC meta. This one's pretty straightforward. I don't think I need any actual meta lines. We can do this just to make it look nice. No, we can just keep it like this. Okay, the code is this. I'll replace the commas in just a second. I just don't really want to think about commas right now. Why don't I just do it right now? Okay. I'll do like exclamation marks. Should it really be that, or should it be like @ signs? Because ats are never used. But exclamation marks may be used. Yeah, for like not, so inversions. Ats look fine. That's the code, the PC code cycle count. This is going to be 1 cycle. Comparisons are usually like, comparisons are 1, but this is also a branch. So I'm just going to say 2. No, a conditional branch might be 1. Actually, no, it isn't. It's maybe 2. It doesn't matter. The overhead is going to be associated with everything here. This is an integer addition. Integer multiplication, I'll just say is like 4. This is 2. This is 1. No, actually, no. This can be 2. I think you can do an integer multiplication in 2 cycles. But this is a binary. This is a left shift. That could be just 1 cycle. This is a floating point conversion, and it is a division. So this one is going to be, I'm going to say like 10 cycles or something. Maybe like 14 cycles. This one's huge. I'll just say 10. I don't know how controversial 14 is going to be, but 10 is just a nice even number. Range F is going to be huge. This one's going to be like actually 25 cycles. This is 1 cycle. This is 0. I don't know about 25 actually, because now this program is just going to be so much. It's not going to be very illustrative. Oh shoot. Okay, alright, so now it's like, do I want to be semantically correct, or do I want to be illustrative of my cool program? So I think I'm going to just have these numbers be lower. So like this is, I'll just make this like 5. And then I'll make this one be like 7. I know I'm going to get someone yelling at me about that. They're going to be like, oh, how can a print statement with 2 variables be only 7 cycles? And why is a floating point division 5 cycles? And I'm going to be like, watch the video. Watch this. I'm going to clip this part of the video where I say this exact sentence, and I'm going to own them. They're going to be like, oh, I was owned. Next PC here, this is PC 2. This one goes to 3 if I is less than 5, else this is going to go to PC 9. This one always goes to 4, this one always goes to 5, 6, 7, 8. This one will always go up to 2, and this one will be the end. It just makes more sense to me. is going to assign I equals 0. Pass, 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 pass. Assign I equals I plus 1. This is going to be exit. Nice. So let's go back to this one. Let's substitute comma with that sign. It only does the first substitution, so I can't do it more than once. Okay, I guess it just worked. This can be... I just want to see that it still works. Yep. Great job. And now, for arithmetic. Okay, so it's simulated. It's only five cycles, or 5 iterations, so... Look how nicely this evens out. See, it's so good. Perfect. Okay, the last thing, just because I think it would make the video look nicer, I want to move the cycle count to be like right after. So we'll put that right there. Line number. Line number times code padding plus 20. Look at that. It's Peem. No, it's still... Oh, I don't need this anchor anymore. Yeah. Oh, wait, I do need the anchor. Maybe just that. Oops. What's the, anchors? Yeah. RS is the baseline. RT. I guess R is the top. Let's go. Okay, yeah, that's it. That's it. We did it. That's good. I'll just play it one more time. So I'm gonna do something with this. I'm gonna put that somewhere. I think my goal with this is that it's going to be I'm gonna make another video of this because I wanted to compare like run times of different programs. Because I had this fancy idea. So I'll do something with that. I'll also post it on Blue Sky and some other program comparisons. So that'll be fun. Okay. So I need to put all my programs on GitHub as well because I just haven't done that at all. So I'll do that sometime today for sure because it's like a weekend. So okay, thanks for watching. I'm glad that I was not expecting this to actually work this well. I surprise myself every day. I think this part right here, if you're watching the summary of this later, um, and you just like skip to the end of the video, this part was crazy. I'm gonna I'm gonna post this somewhere. This is cool. Thank you Python Walrus operator. So I'll display this and I'll put this right here. Like look at this part, my fancy local evaluation. People don't like eval expressions, but what do they know? This is Python. Get your butt back into kid territory, like with C++. No, Lua. Get back into Lua. That we play we clown and never mind. Okay, bye bye. How do I end the video? It's one of these buttons. Yes, here it is. Bye bye.